Yo, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lover Show, baby. We're back at it, 9 a.m. here on a Saturday morning. We don't take days off. Last night, I made a call. It played out. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. How Sammy, the bull, made it happen again. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you. We care about you. We love you. We know that you make the show. Without you, we have no show. And without the show, I don't grow. And so you all have helped me change my life. I can't believe the exchange that happens. I give education, you give the views keep growing, the channel keeps growing, my life keeps getting bigger. And it all started with each and every one of you. God made beautiful people, and you beautiful people responded to what I did online, and now we're here. So I'm super grateful for everything that I do have. And I know it came from each and every one of you. And I'm never going to get too big for my britches. I promise. I'm always going to pray to keep myself humble and stay grounded no matter what. So let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin. We have way more liquidity above us than below us right now. They're building up for a possible move to the upside. 71,000. Look at all the liquidity below just has disappeared. They've just decided they're just not going down there anymore. We have 73,000, almost an all-time high for Bitcoin here on BOOKMAP. I like seeing that. So BOOKMAP suggests that we do go further upside. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed, but it's been pretty spot on for a while. We have liquidity above us if we so choose to trade to the upside. Shout out to MEXC. Jump on into MEXC. Get 0 spot maker, 0.1 spot taker fee, 0 future maker fee, and 0.1 future. It's the lowest fees in the game compared to everyone else. You must KYC by June 30th. They want to play by the rules and do the right thing. I love that they're doing that. You have to use an RNS ID. You will have to scan your face. So if you're someone that wants to hide and do the wrong thing, MEXC is not going to be the place for you on June 30th. All right. Just something to say, so. Let's talk about some of my favorite coins. PALMAI at 96. I love my Palm, baby. Palm's going to be hot, whether you know it or not. PALMAI is going to soar. I'm in PALMAI. It's one of my favorite coins. It is what it is. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Last night, I gave this flag, said it was likely going to break to the upside. I showed it to my trading group, and you can even see it's timestamped. All this is documented. I never say something that's not true on this live stream. You see this move here? Got above. That thing could move further to the upside. That was what I was looking at. I originally gave the flag inside of this update. Also put it out right here on the 15-minute. The 15-minute looked like it was going to cook. So let's take a look at how that 15-minute did cook. So if you're on that 15-minute, that was the trade. You're actually in the money. The entry was here. The stop loss was below the 200. You're still in the money on the trade. 15-minute actually looks like it may be retesting some key support level here. This local little resistance, like it may want to get a bit of a bounce, and it's oversold, and the stochastics are a sign. My quarterly Lifer Trading Group payment came out of my account yesterday, and I literally smiled because I love being in the 99 so much. It pays for itself. Yo, shout out to you, man. I love you for saying that. And, you took it seriously, though. You did all the right things. Like, you played by the rules. You even got into Master Friend. Like, you took all the knowledge that was handed to you, man, and you made it work. You wanted it. You went after it. You're also a genius. I think so. I think there's something to you, man. I can't wait to meet you one day and have our families hang out, maybe take you guys to dinner or something. My goal is to meet all the lifers. I don't even know if there's enough time in the day, but that's my goal, is to meet each and every one of you. Feeling so good. Making money from money is a good feeling. I like my greed and things going well. I killed my greed and things going well. There you go. Shout out to Dale Live Crypto Trading, my man of the house. Can you address watching what links people click on when signing into exchanges? Yes, of course. Let's talk about it. Yesterday, somebody got hacked. He asked me not to mention him because he felt bad about it, but I did reach out. I found out that someone in the group suffered a hack, and I hate that whenever I find out, and I did spend my time of my day going into it. And so I tried to figure it out with him. We still couldn't, we went through it all, but it was pretty weird. It looks like he got an email to reset his it said like something had happened. He got a fake email saying something had happened. Right? It was a fake email saying you've been breached. Okay? Unauthorized access to your MEXC account. Yet he hadn't been breached, though. So somehow someone maybe is finding IP addresses or scanning where you're going online and finding a place. You might have gone to a website somewhere that's able to backtrack where you've been. And so they can see you've been to MEXC. So then they send you a fake MEXC link. You click on that. You put your MEXC email address and password in. Now they have that. The only weird thing is, with your email and password, for me, they can't get into my email without my email passwords. It looks like somehow this guy, this is my only thought. is, this is my thought, is the password he used for MEXC was the same password he used on his email account. And so once they did that, they tried and they got into his email. Once they got into his email, they could do anything, right? They could withdraw, they could do whatever. You know, once there's someone's in your email, man, it's kind of over at that point. And so just be careful, pay attention. Another thing that was a red flag is he had his MEXC set on dark mode, and he always trades dark mode. And when he got to the account, it was on light mode. You see, it was like this because they were using the fake site, you know? So, you know, your account will not just go to light mode out of nowhere. And that was a red flag, but, you know, of course, he didn't think much about it. He's like, oh, just change. He flipped it back. He was in like a fake website account, you know, and what he sent me this screenshot. I want to keep his name on the low here, but it's hard. But he sent me this screenshot, and it says, look, MEXC login/blogspot.com. Like, that is not MEXC. So what I always tell people, too, is to bookmark your exchanges. Super, super important. Bookmark your exchanges, everybody, please. All right? Bookmark your exchanges. Make sure, look at the sites that you're going. Yeah, I get fake emails from Coinbase to reset. Exactly. You know, they somehow find your email. Then they find your phone and your email. They call you on your phone telling you that you got to reset. Man, trust me, man. These companies don't care that much about you. You'll be the one figuring out how to reset. You know, every time you get a call, hey, we're here to help you. There's no one there to help you. They're there to scam you. All right? Just understand that. And, you know, get yourself a FIDO key on your email. Don't just use two-factor. Use physical two-factor. If you don't know how to do that, talk to someone in the trading group. I've made a video about it. I'll make another one. But physical two-factor, I don't hear anybody talking about it at all. So anyway, I gave this trade last night. It played out beautifully. The entry was 68.6, and we went all the way up to about 69.6. A nice $1,000 move for Bitcoin. Where are we going now? What's happening? So I see this beautiful kind of cup and handle ready to go on the 15-minute. And I see a short squeeze of liquidity to the upside. It looks like Bitcoin wants to continue to the upside today. I'm still in a long, and I'll show you my long right now. It's a USD long. I'm up $372. We're doing pretty nicely, cooking at 19%. It's weird. It doesn't show you the gain here in BTC. It should. It just shows that I'm up. That's the only little weird thing there. I'm trading on MEXC. MEXC.com is the place to be. Jump on it today. I'm telling you right now, if you're going to learn how to trade, you want to learn how to trade, they have a demo account waiting for you. All right. They got demo trading. If you come up here and go to futures, they have future demo trading. Demo trade your butt off. Understand the buttons. Understand how it works. Look, once at 3 in the morning right there, we broke the 200 MA on the 1 minute. That was our indication. I teach my students to trade the 1 minute 200 over and over and over again. Look, right there was a beautiful trade. Right there was a beautiful trade. It's the same thing over and over again. Fine, sometimes you get fumbled, but if you go at it and at it, eventually you catch the big ones. And if like 2 out of 10 are big ones, or 3 out of 10 are big ones, it's going to pay so well over time. But you got to have the guts, you got to have the knowledge, and you got to have the ability to get it in. All right? Not everybody has those things. If you don't have those things, you got to work on them. If you lack confidence, you got to work on your confidence. You got to find out why you don't believe in yourself. You got to find out where this low ego comes from. You got to build yourself up. Get a good relationship with God. Realize that you're a beautiful being made by God. And that starts the journey right there. Why would God make you weak? He did not. The devil wants you to be weak. Anyway, it's not Sunday, right? I don't want to preach too much here. Look at this. This is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You see the inverted head and shoulder right there for Bitcoin? I just saw it. I didn't see it till now. Inverted head and shoulders break up 68% of the time. That looks like a nice scalp for Bitcoin to 69,397 as we're pumping right now for BTC. Just got a nice little pump of the 1 minute, but you can see resistance at about 69,240, 250. We got to crack that level. All right. So this is where we at right now. I'm going to zoom back out, delete all my work, and we're going to start fresh again from the daily, even from the weekly, like I do every single day. All right. I love my life, everybody. Yesterday was a blessing. Someone took me out on a boat in the afternoon. We went to like a deserted strip of beach that nobody was on. I had the whole beach to myself. The water was beautiful. Go check out my Twitter. It was ridiculously gorgeous. I got to show you guys. Yesterday was just ridiculous. Like, look at this. I mean, if you can't thank God after a day like this, I mean, and this is 20 minutes from my house, like 20-minute drive and then a 20-minute boat ride. So about 40 minutes to get here, door to door. But like, that's ridiculous. We had the whole beach to ourselves. We could have a lifer beach party out here. Nobody bother us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, this is what you can get. And this is a Friday afternoon. I didn't have to, I don't have work. I grind on the charts all day long, right? I feel like I do work. I work for each and every one of you every day. But, I grind on the charts all day long. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33 to see different parts of my life. Find out what's happening behind the scenes and get down with the lifers. All right, let's take a look here at Bitcoin on the weekly. And I don't mean to flaunt or brag. I want to show you what can happen when you break out. I used to work at a 9 to 5. I used to live in a cubicle, right? I wouldn't be here with each and every one of you. It all come together, the relationships, the traveling, the extravagance. It all comes from pushing yourself to the next level. And then the world starts to open up to you and you start to realize that there was abundance waiting for you the whole time. You just chose not to, you just were deciding not to choose abundance. You were choosing poor, And I'm not trying to be rude. I was choosing poor for a long time. Like my mentality didn't push myself to the next level. Right now, I can see myself like choosing, like I could just choose to be worth 10 to 20 mil and just kind of live that life. Or I could take it to the next level and go for the 100 mil and start traveling around the world, meeting VCs, looking at, finding what investments I could get into. Or like I could take it easy and just go golfing and hang out. And like, well, who do I want to be now? I could be worth 10, 20 mil. If I just sit and let it do its thing, I could be worth 100, 200, maybe $1 billion. But to do that, I'm going to have to grind. I'm going to have to get into the uncomfortable zones of life. I'm going to have to push myself. It's not going to happen easily. That's what people realize. Like, it's not even about the money anymore. It's about what do you want to do? How far do you want to take it? And it's completely up to you. You're in charge of the reality. You're the opportunity. How far do you want to take the opportunity? Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly here. Beautiful move, but it did get resistance at this previous high here. And we'll talk about it. A bit of a double top at at 71,979, about 72K, right? And it was, we've hit that resistance. We did almost close the biggest weekly candle in history. It was higher than these two candles, but we did get resistance right there so far on the weekly. Stochastics look great. RSI looks pretty good. It could be a little lower, but it looks good to me for a bull run. And we have this, and fear and greed index, it's a little high for me personally. At 76, that means it can get to 85 and then we're going to be on hot sauce again. But maybe that's just how hot it is with all the ETF and all the people looking into Bitcoin. But that gives me a little bit of a red flag. 5-day chart, one of my favorite charts, looking pretty bullish, but again, had resistance at that $72,000 level. This candle high was 71,979. So about 72K resistance for Bitcoin. So far, so good. The 5-day chart looks absolutely beautiful. Like it's going to rip, and its target takes us somewhere to $95,000 by July 19th. That's what we're looking at on the 5-day. The 3-day chart was the bearish, right? But now we're coming back with a bullish candle, and we didn't lose this support zone. So let's take a look. Let's make sure the 3-day candle does not lose 66,700. We'll actually bring it up a little bit. No, 67. Yeah, we'll call it 67 too, because that's my favorite weekly support of resistance area. I'd like to see if the 3-day loses that. You can see how we could clearly come back to 60K. So the level that we bounced off yesterday was pretty crucial. We take a look at the daily, and I talked about the daily getting a bounce here. If you watch my update at night, I talked about how the daily really needs to keep this resistance as a flip. This is one of the main reasons that I opened up the long for you guys, or that I opened up the long for myself, but put it out for the whole trading group, because I felt like that was such a substantial support of resistance flip. I mean, resistance. You flip that area on a high volume node that's just so key. The daily could start to get a spin here. I'll tell you, when the daily doesn't go low and starts playing games up in here, I know what to do. See, I used to be lost here because I was like, what is the daily doing? I switched right to the 22, and the 22 is my guide. The 22 says we go. We slap on the moving averages, the 22 touching the 21. Stochastics are turning. I traded this type of flag in my lifetime thousands of times. Like, this is my go-to. This is what I trade. And then I look for some hidden bullish. If I can get hidden bullish, I'm in. And look, I get swing down, and I get a little swing up here. I get a little hidden bullish here. Hidden bullish is a swing up on price action. I'll take away all my jimble jobble there. But there's your low. There's your secondary low. That's an uptrend. There's your low. There's your secondary low. That's a downtrend. Stochastic should be low. You should be able to pull a mini fib from impulse, which we can. And you should have come back to the 618-786 golden pocket, which we did. I don't see how this 22-hour doesn't rip. It looks like it wants to rip. We're back above 69,000, which is also weekly support or resistance. It is Saturday. Markets usually don't move too well on Saturday, but we're getting into some bullish times. And the summer's about to get pretty hot. I keep saying that. So I'm bullish right now for Bitcoin. You can see my trades open. I'm almost up 400 beans on the trade, right? Oh, a little spike up and down there. I'm up $387 on the trade. Let's see what happens here. Can Bitcoin break back above the 200 MA? Can we get a move here for BTC on this 1 minute? You know, the 1 minute is just such an amazing time frame. I used to be afraid of it, but once I really got with it, you can trade flags. Look at this beautiful flag that played out on the 1 minute right there. Bang, right? That thing was gone. Bit of kind of a cup with a handle there, see? And when you get above the 200 SMA, I mean, there's a bit of a cup with a handle there too. See it? That's your cup. That's your handle. And you blast the length of the base from the wick to wick. Bang. Anyway, that's why they call me Samuel Cup and Handle, Sammy Cup and Handy. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Well, we're in the money right now for Bitcoin. If you took my trade, I put this trade live, I believe, Friday afternoon or Thursday. I can't remember which day I put it out, but I'm putting these trades out live every single day, baby. That breaks the 200 SMA. I may get into my scalping account and start to scalp even on a Saturday. So I'm bullish. As you can clearly see, the 8 hour looks absolutely beautiful to me. I thought the 8 hour was going to break out. It did. We have a golden cross coming. I see a move here from the market. The charts are telling me what's obviously going to happen with high probability. We got above a high volume node. If I take away my yellow line, oh no, but it was a high volume node. It was a POC on like the 4 hour. But look, golden cross, preemptive golden cross. You see that coming. I like to front run these. You don't wait for them to cross. They start pumping before it happens. These are latent indicators. But if you use them, if you front run them, they become progressive. You get what I'm saying? Your mind is the way you can twist anything. You could turn in a latent indicator into a leading indicator if you see how it leads over time and you have the data presented in your mind. And you get what I'm saying? If you've watched this 200, the 50 come to the 200 10,000 times, and you've watched it play out 8,000 times before, and you see that right before it happens, it usually happens. So you start front running it. Now it's a leading indicator, even though everyone else tells you it's not, because you see the market differently. You have changed your brain. I keep telling everyone, your brain has so much more into why you're winning, why you're losing. Everything in life is because of who you are and what you're doing. Be good to other people. Just keep being good to other people. Take your family and friends out to dinner and never think about the money. You know what I mean? Tip the waiter and never think about the money. Spread love. Spread positivity. Help others all the time. Be a part of everyone else's success and you will become successful. This is the key. I went live free for years, just giving out knowledge, I didn't know I was going to start a trading group. I had no idea what was going to happen to my YouTube channel. I had not a clue, everybody. I didn't write it down. I didn't say, I'm going to start this. Once I get a buzz, I'm going to flip it to a trading group. I swear on my entire life, none of that was thought out at all. All right. I was just sick and tired of the same old story. I made a logo and I got it in and things started to change. And then I really got close to God. And then I met a man named Crypto Billy. Crypto Billy really, I'll be honest, Crypto Billy, I'm not trying to evangelize you, but you helped me get closer to God. When I met you, there was this feeling that you were going to help me. And you were like a spirit guide. I have to be honest. The way I met you two that night out of nowhere, and next thing you know, we were playing pool when I had to get out of that weird bar. And we all just felt like it wasn't the place to be. And then I felt this warmness and kindness from both of you. You and Tex-Mex, Biomex. And you guys reciprocated it back to me. And even though I was like a YouTuber and like, you know, whatever, you guys treated me like a regular person, you know. And man, I don't know, man. There's something, and my dad would die 2 days later from befriending Crypto Billy. But that night in Austin, Texas, I'll always remember it, man. And then traveling around the country, like my YouTube channel has me traveling around the country, meeting people, doing things. Like these are my dreams. Like this is what I always wanted to do with my life. Go to any city, go to the nicest restaurant in that city, take my friends out. We meet up with crypto people. We go to big dinners. We have fun. We're all going after our dreams together. We meet because we went after our dreams. So we're all friends because we're dream friends. Everyone you meet through the crypto space, through going to Bitcoin Miami, Bitcoin Nashville, everyone you meet is someone that decided to change their life and go after it. I'm one of those people. You're one of those people. Everyone here on the channel, you're all one of those people. I was just like you one day, starting my YouTube channel. I was just like you with no YouTube channel in a trading group, just wanting to get involved, wanting to be a part of someone else. Being a part of something bigger than myself. Cryptocurrency changed my life, everybody. 4 hour time frame is a bit sketch right now. But it's still going well. The RSI is in a good spot. MACD's in a good spot. Moving average is a little far apart, but they're okay. And you kind of got this shoulder, head, and right shoulder, and you got this beautiful little flag forming on the 4-hour time frame. So yet another flag, right? You can see how just the flags seem to be brewing. Outlier, the one time frame we have to watch out for is kind of the 1 hour, but see how it's bending here? It could easily bend right back up to the upside. Telling me to stay bullish here. Looks like we could actually go on a parabolic rising wedge run here for Bitcoin. Funny, my TA isn't like everybody else's, because if it was, we wouldn't hit so much. But ching, right? So my stuff should look a little more intricate and different. All right. Jimi Hendrix played the guitar backwards, for crying out loud. He did it differently, but he did it amazing. I always talk about that. The people that break the rules are the people that know the rules better than everybody else. They know it. So look, you have a mini SR flip here at 68,892, 69K. I could see this flip very shortly, very fastly back to the upside here. And then the 15-minute looks like it's going to blast. It's oversold and curving. I mean, I could be wrong here, but my indications are telling me there's going to be a bit of a move. Let's find out what I'm not seeing and see if there's a short potential here. I mean, I almost wanted to say that was bearish div, but that rises and that rises. There's no bearish div there. There really isn't. Moving averages are tight. We're above the 200. Everything is telling me to go long here with a stop below the 200 SMA, even on the 15. So are you entering a trade? Do you want to find a trade? Are you looking for a trade? Again, don't do anything I do on this channel. I'm not a financial advisor, but something I would look at would be something like this. A stop loss maybe here. Maybe if I could go a little lower to that high volume node, but it'd be a 294 risk reward ratio, but my stop basically at 68,200. And my target sitting at about 72,127. And we're going for the parabolic rise out of this rising wedge. We're going for the idea that this is making a kind of a complex inverted head and shoulder that could break further to the upside. And I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I put out a call for it. If it dumps in my face, we can all laugh at me tomorrow and you can say you were wrong and I'll be like, okay, I was wrong. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. I don't claim to ever be 100%. So I can't expect this to go exactly as I said it would. Sad to say. I wish I could. I wish every time I said I could look you dead in the face and say, this is exactly what's going to happen. I'm pretty close to it, but we don't know for sure. Anything is possible. But this is the trade I would set up. I'm already in a live trade. I told you how I made my trade. It was based on the 8-hour time frame breaking, this level. Once the 8-hour broke above, I took profits here. When we came back down, I got in the same trade with the 8-hour time frame stop loss. I did the same thing again. I'm front running this golden cross on the 8-hour. All right, that's what I'm doing. And then I want to see that this 1 minute can break back above the 200s. Right now we have resistance at the 200 SMA. Let's take a look at my 7-minute. And my 7-minute even has legs, but it kind of has a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Not the best. And kind of a little bit of bearish div here as this swings down and that swings up. You can say it played out already, though. And so what's our key support of the 7? You don't want to see us lose 68,200. That's going to be the level that once we lose 68.2, this whole rally is a wrap. Because that's going to be our support that we need to hold right now. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin. It's Saturday. It could go sideways. It could go down, come back up. It's low volume. Be careful. But we got the liquidity to the upside. It's suggesting that we may get a massive pump here on Saturday. We may see all-time highs, everybody, up to 73,000. It looks like it's very, very possible today. So if we see all-time highs today, don't say I didn't say it. And you heard it here first on the channel. Wick knows. Shout out to my man. Yo, Billy, I love you, man. I just love you, brother. I'd follow you into a fire and I'd carry you out. And I'd go back in and get all your friends. I love you, buddy. You have a friend in me for the rest of your life. I just want you to know that, no matter what. I apologize for missing Tuesday nights. Tuesday night is the one night where my body just is drained. I can't explain it. I do the 2 weekend shows. I do the Monday. And by Tuesday night, I just like 11 o'clock. I keep thinking about I'm like, damn, I keep missing the Billy Goat Tales. And I feel horrible about it. I got to be there this week. I got to be there next week. No matter what, I'm going to be there. I'll jump in the jacuzzi and I'll get on there, man. I'll get on there. But nobody outworks this channel. Nobody. There's channels that work really, really hard. I'll tell you, man, the hardest working channels, you got to say Ben Armstrong, one of the hardest working channels out there. You can say whatever you want about the dude. Hardest working channel out there, busting out videos left and right. There's like 10 channels that just they take it so seriously and they push it to the next level, man. And, I'm inspired by people that never stop. I really am. I'm inspired by people that never stop. So, hey, Lifer, my bad for commenting negative the past few days. I love you. I don't even pay attention, man. I don't know about the negative stuff. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. So God bless you, brother. No one outworks Sebi. I see the big liquidation wick and then look for a lower high and then boom. Red dot on the daily and low volume on the order book. I'm bullish as F, but the higher time frames are showing this. Daily is a bit overbought. Wow, we're getting a pullback all the way back to 68,000, 69K out of nowhere. I do, let's go over the bearish scenario right now. You're losing the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. That's not good. That says you're going to come down somewhere. So right now we'd have to get back above that to remain bullish. Let's look at our 7. So here's the deal. If the 7 loses to 200, I'll get bearish. But until then, I got to remain bullish. So we'll watch this, but watch the 200 SMA on the 7 minute time frame. If that loses, a lot of my thesis kind of goes out the window. All right. And that's when we have to rework the plan. All right. All right. So that takes care of Bitcoin for the day. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Bitcoin with me last night. Shout out to anyone that's in the green. We could be getting a bit of a move to the downside. We will see. 1 hour's coming down now. We really just have to hold 68.2, hold the 7 minute 200 SMA, and we'll be okay. But we're standing a bit of a dump right now. We'll see what happens for BTC. ONDO was pounding to the upside. I talked about ONDO. I put a bunch of money into ONDO. I kept talking about how I was building an ONDO bag. I think it was obvious. I'm not trying to take huge credit. Like, everyone knew ONDO was hot. But I put the money in at the right time. I talked about it. A lot of people make calls like, oh, I talked about that coin, but they never put their money down. And I even gave you this flag right here with a perfect support area to put the stop loss. That trade alone is up, booming, 40% gains. And then I gave the original trade here when it was consolidating. I kept saying, man, that's consolidation. You do whatever you want. I said, but that's obvious money to me. Like, it was obvious money. Like, I didn't want to say it was easy money, but it was like sitting here, as it goes up and down, just start plopping money in and wait. And that's consolidation. I can't tell you how many times I just bought into consolidation. I gave it a couple weeks to a month, and I took my money out when it was over. Beautiful move here for ONDO. If you were in the flag, the support, resistance, look, resistance. You came back and you retested support. That's an SR flip. You had known nothing else but how to trade support or resistance to get in right there. You could trade a flag, Anyway, I use support or resistance, the flag, the moving averages, right? High volume nodes. I use all the information that my brain can handle. Most people can't handle that much information at once. I get it. So the more you train your brain, and you can train your brain to get better at things like this, doing math a lot as a kid, playing with my memory. There's a bunch of things that you could do to accelerate your learning. Read a lot, I was a freestyler for a long time. I think rap music helped because you got to think of what to say as you're saying it. Most people can't handle that. They don't want to do that, right? But I believe freestyle rapping helped me become a very good trader. I think rappers could be good traders, and people look at me like, why? Well, because we know how to move. We understand that it's not always the same. Sometimes you go to say something in a rap and you realize, now I got to come back now and make this work. How do I make it work? How do I make it make sense and actually rhyme it back in? And so you give yourself problems to solve as you're rapping. You're constantly solving a problem in your mind with linguistics. That's the beautiful thing of freestyling. If you've ever freestyled, or if you're a friend, or you do it a lot. And I truly believe freestyling, because I freestyled in my life probably thousands, and I've been in a cypher thousands of times with my buddies. That's my generation. We grew up, and I was in '83, so by 10 years old, 1993, rap music is coming out hard. I'm 14 when Eminem comes out. I was the target market, right? So look, ONDO could continue to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to 142. That is my bigger target, is 143. And I've been calling 143 for ONDO now for probably, I don't know when I first put this chart out, but somewhere down here at about, somewhere at about May 15th, something like that. So if you're in my trading group, you took ONDO for gains, bang, bang, bang. KASPA also starting to get kind of frisky here and getting crazy. I like to see it at 1333. We talked about KASPA. I made a video about it. I talked about how this was probably the last chance to buy KASPA. A bit of a cup and handle here. Double bottom for one of the greatest coins in the game. Broke the 8-hour 200 MA. That's usually where I start to get into a trade. So right off the bat, you can see the 8-hour breaking the 200. You can see the flag. And to me, KASPA's about to rip, roar, and center. Coins that are worth buying into right now. KASPA, SUI. All right? I'm telling you, man. KASPA and SUI are hot right now, and they're definitely something you want to pay attention to. All right. Meme swap is another one. I'm just always getting new information, and I'm giving you guys new coins a lot too in the trading group. All right. Sui looks like it's going to be a hot play over time. I really do. I see Caspa making a move here on the 8 hour. Bitcoin rips. Caspa's going to rip. All these coins will follow suit. You see the golden cross coming. I added another 4.5 grand to Caspa during the bear market. I was adding more Caspa. I'm out of my mind. When I did it, I even couldn't believe it. It made me realize how much I love that project and how much I believed it was going to procure my money into the future. Like it was going to be a good place to park my funds. All right. Caspa, baby. Bull flag. 8 hour. And when the market starts to rip back again, all the people that left and thought, people really believed we were done. The bull market was over and we were on our way down the tubes. I can't believe that. I just can't believe that. People really thought it was a wrap. I don't know why, how, or I don't know where that comes from. Look at that. Shoulder, head, bit of a right shoulder too. Boom. I like Caspa right now. Retesting support, looking like a beautiful move. 1333. Target for Caspa would take us to 17.3 for Caspa. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Sammy in the cipher must be a sight to see. My quarterly, I love that you said that. I love that. Shout out to Rave Song Records. He says his quarterly trading group payment came out of my account yesterday, and I literally smiled because I love being in the 99. And he pays quarterly. I love that. $270 a quarter, man. Saves his money. One love. God bless America. Shout out to Mike M. We love you. We care about everybody here on the channel, and we spread love, light, and positivity. I woke up feeling great today. I had one of the greatest days yesterday. I'm already preparing today to have a great day tomorrow. I'm already telling myself tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and feel great. See? And then by the end of today, I'm already preparing for maybe the Monday wake up. You know, I'm projecting positivity through my life. I'm creating a chain of events to create momentum. I used to get momentum and then it would disappear, and I realized you had to keep momentum. You had to build on momentum. Momentum's something you have to keep pushing for. It doesn't just happen overnight. You got to want momentum. You got to make it happen. You got to fight for it, push for it, believe in it. You got to want it. All right. 8 hour time frame here on KAVA. Likely to gap up to the 200 SMA. Once it breaks the 200 SMA, look for it to gap all the way. So I can see KAVA getting up 50%. I can see it already. Like it's starting to consolidate. It's making this rounded bottom. That's consolidation, right? If you have the knowledge and the patience, man, everything can come together for you. It really can. Oh, Veracity got beat to the ground. Let's look at my baby Phantom. So look, everything's fighting the 8 hour. Once you get above this 8 hour, I'm telling you, the last time, you're right here. Leg up. You're right here. Leg up. The 8 hour creates the legs up. You'll find all this to be true after you see what I've taught you. You'll be like, man, everything this man told me, I spent years doing this, playing with these charts alone. While people were out partying, while people were out at the club, while people were out doing whatever else they were doing, I was sitting alone in the charts, home alone, just believing that if I honed into my craft, things would change for my life. I finally took it seriously and tried to get it, took it to where I wanted to take it. Look for this to break the 8 hour. It's kind of a breakout idea. Once this candle closes above the 8 hour, I would be in. Boom. Phantom for a move. So that looks likely to happen too if we get the Bitcoin move. It all depends on Bitcoin, everybody. If Bitcoin plays ball, Bitcoin goes sideways, we could get it. Bitcoin dumps, it's not going to happen. Bitcoin dumps, it'll ruin this setup. I just want you to understand that. I don't think people understand that. Why I go over Bitcoin so much. Like all the time. Like every 5 hours, I'm watching Bitcoin because I got big bags. So look for Phantom to break the 200 MA. I hope you guys understand when I say that. Look for price to break. I should say look for the price to break the 200 MA. But, look for that breaks above. That's gone. You're going to get a $1.17 phantom faster than you realize. Okay? I can see it happening before it happens. It's based on high probability ideas. These indicators show me where we're going. Backtest me. Hold me to it. Find out if what I'm saying is true. Be diligent about it. Be detailed about this dream. Take this dream super seriously. Like, all right, he just write down phantom, 8 hour, track it. Watch it for 2 weeks. See if what I said comes true. If it does, then maybe you think maybe it's time to learn what I have to teach you. If it doesn't, then maybe you don't want to learn what I have to teach you, right? Too many people are buying these trading groups and they're not even testing what the person is saying. They're just like, oh, they get a good idea one day and like, oh, I'll pay $99. That, put some work into if that person is the real deal or not. Really put it to the test whether you really, you could find out through me by watching me if you're going to learn from me. You're going to be able to find out pretty fast if you can learn. So market looking interesting to me. I'm getting these. I like these tight moving averages with the 200 there. I see a pump up to the 200 SMA for Zilliqua. I do. I see this move coming. I wouldn't be surprised if Zilliqua made a move right there. Simple trading right there. Low stochastics. Maybe wait for a bit of a flag. This is like the best time, right? Where we get the recovery because all the coins start pumping back to the 200. Then we flip the 200 and then we get to take the next move. I know this doesn't look like a trade at all. It's like very basic. Like I didn't put out a stop loss. I didn't, but if you look at it, you're in this triangle. You got to break out above the point of control and then you're going to close the gap to the 200 MA. I've seen it so many times in my life. Sleepless AI gets back above that, right? The blind leading the blind in those groups. Yep. Sam looking at Bitcoin. I feel it's pure weekend manipulation. Can you check the 30-minute, brother? I think it'll touch 50. What do you think? 50? I don't know. Oh, the 50 on the possibly. This girl looks like she could knock me out. And then she responded. It's funny. Yeah. See what coins people... I like WTK. That comes up a lot. ONDO is so hot. Conducts has been on my radar. Let's talk about Conducts. I found it a few weeks back. Keeps kind of coming out. I found out maybe a month ago. I didn't buy it, but it was on my radar. Only the deep divers know this coin. Not many people know about this coin at all right now. 30 million market cap. All right. Shh. It's a virtual design lab for artists and brands. We create Web3 SaaS integration solutions for metaverse NFT projects that act as a conduit to merge creativity and blockchain technology together. Merging together the gaming and NFT sector, we create 3D rigged avatar NFTs for actual use in the metaverse. Launched by a team of professionals, each with their own oddly specific area of expertise. I think it's pretty cool. It's unique. It solves a problem. It does something. Has an Ethereum address. That gets me depressed. I just like multi-chain. That's all. That doesn't get me depressed, but you know what I'm saying. I like multi-chain. I want to see it. Web3 Design Lab, 3D asset security, open the blockchain. And I didn't even see how many people here in the live today. I didn't even get a chance. Saw it to 899 beautiful souls on the live, 253 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. I was a bad drinker. I quit. I ate fast food. I quit. I consume fast food. I quit. I smoke lot. I quit. I've been watching you for years and slamming the likes. How can you ignore your boy? Shout out to my man, Fit in Crypto. God bless you for being here, man. Thank you for being here, my friend. Just like KuCoin did to me, they allow you to withdraw, just not deposit. Exactly. But you can also KYC on KuCoin with an RNS ID, which I tried and it worked beautifully. All right. Still blessed. Thank you for the talk last night. Shout out to Jay Baker. We love you, man. I love that. He still gives a super chat. That's insane. Dude gives it. That shows that you've already changed. You're on point, bro. You're willing to give after getting hit. You're changing my life now every single day. Shout out to Sean Carr. We love you, Sean. He's saying, can you check out gold mining and let me know what you think? Math flagging, somebody says. Let's take a look at math. Well, where conducts really can only be bought, I believe, on Uniswap right now, right? Yeah, still very, very, obscure coin. Hasn't made it to the centralized exchanges yet. So, still something on the radar to watch. 50% of the supply is out, $30 million market cap. A lot of people are really bullish on Conducts. We'll see what happens. Everyone's sweating this AEVO coin. Had a bit of a run. People talking about it. Made it to all the exchanges. Look, it just got a dump. Like, it looks like it got airdrop dumped to the downside. I mean, that looks like a, I don't know, insider move there. So, I don't know, up to you. I'd wait for AEVO to at least get back above that resistance at 91 cents. I don't know what it is or what you're buying. MANEKI, baby. Shout out to my MANEKI family. Are you a MANEKI man? And shout out to our MANEKI people, man. MANEKI just continues to boom. And I told you about MANEKI. I went over MANEKI, and there it is. I gave MANEKI right there on the channel. It was down at half a penny. It's now done a 3x, basically. Unbelievable. And I had this little flag here, shorter flag, hit the 21, pumped again. MANEKI. And honestly, MANEKI is running. And we had MANEKI for you when the market cap was tiny. Now MANEKI's running. I wouldn't be surprised if SR flips, it continues to run. MANEKI on a massive move here for everybody. If you jumped into MANEKI, and I even gave the cup and handle here. That was our initial entry there. And that's up beautifully. So if you're in my trading group, you got the entry there. And then this is where I would have liked to enter more with the 81% gains on MANEKI. Shout out to anyone that jumped into MANEKI for massive gains. And you're going to see, I'm going to get selective when the market, and then you're going to see me ramping up. More coins, more coins, more coins. 81% gains for MANEKI. Banging on them to the upside. Shout out to the testimonials, too. The testimonials pouring on in, and they make my day every single day. Yesterday, I woke up. Blessings, everyone. I just want to take this moment when the market is volatile to say, during the last year of being a lifer, I've DCA'd into projects, taken many, many lifer calls. I've not always been profitable, and Lord knows I've taken some blows recently in some trades. But through the times, my bags have been filled following Sammy's steps, and I have specific goals in my life and been narrow-minded. I can only accomplish them completing one at a time. I take the advice in this group and heart to heart, and each of you for helping me grow. Next month, I'm taking my wife to Panama City Beach for her birthday, and it was so much joy that I can say, to all you that we have decided for her birthday gift, I'm liquidating positions and we're paying off the house. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, Crypto Lifer and Master Friend, and each and every one in the group. You have no idea how grateful I am to be here and to be a part of something greater. I feel like family when I post here, and the support I feel from each of you overwhelms me with happiness. Words cannot express the happiness in my heart and how grateful I am to have found the 99. I woke up one day and I started a channel. From what this channel grew, these testimonials, from my dedication of a daily 1,000-day process of not taking a day off, we began to grow. I inspired others through my ability never to take a day off, and they wanted to push themselves. They push others. Others push them. This inspirational movement that I started has created a contagious love for each other that wants us all to succeed. And that's why I don't take a day off. We're doing something bigger than just a YouTube channel. I really realize what we're doing. We're building a quilt of people connected, stitched together through time. And man, I know God is with me when I built this, because it's going to be something that's going to last when I'm gone. When I die, the lifer legacy will still be alive. I know it for sure in my heart and soul, because we got 20-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50, we have people that will carry the torch. This community will never stop. I'm telling you right now, we will do great things for this earth. We might buy an island and live on it. We might drill wells for people that need it. We are going to get rich together, and then we're going to make this world we're going to use that money to change this world. I know it. That's my plan. That's my goal. I don't want to say too much because I don't, but let's just keep our heads down, keep grinding. We got to get rich first. Then we can change the world. How do we get rich? We got to stay focused and disciplined. All right? So set your plan, get your goal on, write down what you're going to do, and make it happen, everybody. There's no reason you can't be who you want to be in this life. I could have been Sammy Cubicle, but I'm the Crypto Lifer now, right? Why? Because I decided enough was enough. I was going to make a change with my life, and I was going to make it happen. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. I say it all the time to you because you think there's this magical secret. It's just literally just getting started. Just start it. Just get it going. You want to be a painter? Go buy some paint today and really throw some paint on a piece of paper. It might be the worst painting you ever drew, but you started, and you'll be able to work on it. All right? You got this more than you realize. You're in control more than you realize. All of you people have it. You have it in the pocket. You just need to solidify that. And it's about your mentality. I see this thing breaking out to the upside. I talked about it. It's called Hunter's Dream KAVA. That's a beautiful consolidation. It's actually trying to break out right now. It could be at the top and come back down, but it looks like it's pretty bullish. Anyway, anywhere between this 10 and this level to me says they could make a move to the upside. Hunter's Dream KAVA. All right. This torn looks interesting to me. Tornado cat. I want to stay away from that though, I guess. But trading it looks like it could make a nice move. Very consolidative, tight moving averages above the 200. Looks like it could make a 100% gain. Stay away from that one though. DIONE, we talked about it. It made a beautiful move to the upside. Now it's flagging out. I bet it's on the 8 hour like everything else. I bet it's about to hit. Yeah, see, it's in a flag above its 8 hour 200 MA. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets a little bit love when Bitcoin gets a pump, if we do get the blast. Everything that's super bullish will continue bullish. So look for DIONE to make a move here on the 8 hour time frame. That's a bit of a cup and handle there too. Now it'll take you to that next resistance. I love the mornings, man. I'm a morning guy. I like when some people are like, oh, the sun. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I like when the sun shines in. I like when the birds are chirping. I like to hear the water flowing from the pool. And bam, I know the day has started, baby. It's time. It's time. So we're either going to get rejected today and see a hard dump, which I know is a plan, but we're at that one point. Sometimes it's a sideways day. Or we're going to see we could see the catalyst for a massive move in the whole market. Watch my weekly macro technical analysis I put out every single week. I spend, a good amount of time banging on that video every Friday after the live in the afternoons. And I'm telling you, let it be your guide. They're pretty spot on. All right. So here we're taking a look here, and if we look at my videos, bam, right there, must see Bitcoin analysis. That's the weekly technical analysis. That's going to be macro. That's going to have Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, the DXY. I think I forgot the DXY. But that's going to have everything you need here on the weekly analysis. I remember, it's funny, I forget something way later. I'm like, but I got it. But anyway, this is going to be your weekly macro analysis for Bitcoin total 3, Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance. I'm also going to add another secret chart in there for you. Look up this stuff. Watch this video, everybody. I'm telling you, it'll blow your mind. Funny, we talked about arc block right here. I gave it to you at 292. It ripped all the way to the target that I had drawn. Then I had this flag. It continued almost at the target of that flag, got sent back down, and now it's mooning yet again. Let's take a look at arc block as the 8 hour again is the guide. And you would have to kind of do something like this and say that this is starting to make what looks to be, this would be a parabolic move out of a rising wedge, you see? This is how you build it. So crazy how fast I can build it, right? Like the brain can just see it because you watch so much price action that it comes second nature to you. You don't even have to think, you just know. If you want to play it safe, you wait for the breakout on the retest, right, of that key level. Man, the AC just doesn't work in this one room. It's the one room I need it to be super cold in. I don't understand. I almost want to call the company and be like, yo, why is this one room in the house like the hottest room? I know my computer makes heat. I know I got lights on, but come on, man. So that's a beautiful move right there. And look, that could have been, look at the 4 hour looked good. The 8 hour looked good. The 1 hour just breaking the 200 SMA is a bullish sign for me too. Wow, nice pump for arc block protocol. So, it probably got mentioned by a trading group or something. Well, look for it to consolidate in this manner. Even a buy right now with a stop below this low looks like it could be a pretty good look. This thing does not want to stop, and it's continuing. Its next big target is going to be 729 for 8 arc block protocol, and it was just sitting there at 289, man. There's opportunity out here. I just want you to understand that. Pay attention. Pay attention. Like, don't get caught up in the, it's all doom and gloom. And that's what they do. They get in your mind, they get in your emotions, and then you can't see the charts. You can't see the opportunity because all you're focused on is, Bitcoin's dumping, or this is Ethereum ETF, I didn't really mention the ETF. Remember the day it happened? I barely mentioned it. Why? Because it was a nothing event, right? Like, the news isn't the charts were the more important than anything else. And I kept you guys on the charts because that was the most important thing. The charts would have told us what was going to happen to ETH. We didn't have to listen to the news. I'm just being honest. And I can tell you that because so many times I listened to no news at all and I was spot on. I could tell where the markets were going. So don't listen to the news. They're made to throw you off. So what I do, a lot of my stuff isn't a measure. I don't give signals per se because I want to show you, if I give a signal, everyone buys at the same time, and that manipulates the market, number one. All right? And I don't do that. Number two, I show you how price should, if price does this and goes in this way, we should then take the probability of the move. All right? Hey, Sam, speaking of the ETF, when do you think that's going to be approved? And also, the ETF was approved, man. Are you serious? The ETF was approved, my friend. Wow. It was approved, my buddy. Lowe's or Amazon has portable AC units that roll around on wheels for around $300. I guess I'm going to have to do something like that. What about 900? Let's put $1 on it and it should go to 900. You're funny. Sol also is a good weekend trader. I'm going to delete all my work and just look at Sol fresh again. And then I'm out of here for the day. I have family and friends over there waiting to go to breakfast for me. They're like, hey, we need to go to breakfast, and we're waiting on you to finish the show. A lot of pressure on the lifer all the time. But it's okay. I live a life of pressure. I apparently wanted the pressure. I put myself in the hot seat, right? So I can never complain about the pressure because I created the pressure. Right? It's going to be, my life is so stressful. I have all these things. What do you mean? You wanted it to be like this. You wanted to be the man. You wanted to have emails left and right. You wanted to go all over the place. You wanted to have all these people in your life. So don't complain. You created a life of intensity. That's another cool thing about creating an intense life. Creating an intense life, most people won't want to live an intense life. That'll already give you an edge in the competition. You'll likely drive a nicer car or live in a nicer home because most people will not want to live that intense. They don't want to put that much pressure. They want to live in a comfort zone. So the more uncomfortable you put yourself in, the more places you put yourself in uncomfortability, the more money you're going to make. All right. I'm telling you that right now. That's, to me, I believe. And again, I can't guarantee anything about anybody's life, but to me, they go hand in hand. All right. I don't know. See, the daily is still coming to the 21. Look for this consolidative move here. All right. 8-hour time frame doing the same thing above the 200. Everything getting ready. The 8-hour really starting to show signs of a move. Solana looks like it may consolidate a little more. Like it may do something like this. Just a little more tightness, bounce off 160 possibly, and then get its next big move. Then it breaks the all-time high. It's very close to the all-time high. I don't think people realize that. So the length of this pole here, that kind of has a cup and handle vibe to it, right? And that takes it to about $243 for Solana. If Solana breaks 157, it's dropping back to 123 or at least testing 140, where it has some strong support. So you really want to get this bounce here. This bounce really says all-time high. See, this bounce means you're going to plow because that's your next measured move, or you're going to come down. I like what I'm seeing for Solana, and I am bullish on Solana on the 8-hour time frame. Again, all these setups will play out if Bitcoin plays ball. If Bitcoin does not play ball, they won't play out. Thanks for the analysis on ArcBlock. I was going to super chat that one. Can you look at any of your favorite AI coins? Thank you for the blessings. Mike, I got to jump on out of here, man. I really do. I know you guys are latent, so I might say that, and then you write the super chat right after I say, or right before I say it, because you guys get 10 seconds behind, right? That's the one issue. There is low latency. I'll try it one day and see. We just had the other issues with the. I didn't want to add into those, but there's a low latency switch I can flip on to make it like so we're as close as humanly possible. All right. Kerry just added a nice swap update. I like that. Thank you. So looking for Solana to make a bit of a move here. It may come back down to the bottom of the pattern one more time. If you see my setups and you see the date on it, go to the live stream, find out the actual tag, watch the live, watch me talk about the coin in video time. How many people were doing this? Probably not many. See, there's so many things you could do with my channel and so much information. We timestamp all of these. You know, I got a bag of Solana, so this move for Solana would be absolutely amazing for me. You said world's first perp dex went live. Now there's more. There's perp dexes on Velar, but perpdex.velar. All right. It's brand new, just came out. Just something that, you know, one of my team members told me about. Dude, people are fiending for MANEKI, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, that kind of concludes the show, everybody. I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, I see a monster move here. As long as that 7 minute doesn't lose the 200, I see a monster move. The 7 minute loses the 200, we come back down for a possible double bottom at 67,300. But we'll find out. All right. Sol also did have ETF news. Yep. Jupe is the best, man. No decentralized exchange is better than Jupe. It just feels the best. It moves the best. It plays the best. If you've used as many exchanges as I have, you know Jupe is the bomb. The bomb diggity. When Solana makes that rip, Jupe will rip too as well. Watch that 8-hour 200 MA. Look for Jupe to get back above it, and that thing is guan. Baby guan. You can see that this was the kind of falling wedge that it broke out of. It's just slowly getting ready for its next leg up, in my humble opinion. Nice little flag here for Jupe. Whole market looks like it's going to rip possibly tonight into tomorrow. We might have a weekend rally here. All right. Jupe has support at 97, and obviously that dollar, it's held really well, 109. So I could see Jupe making a move here to the target. As I say, I'm leaving, right? All right, everybody, I'm done as I do more ETA. So this will be your super chat, bro. You said AI coins, but I'll do the Jupe coin. How's that? The 8-hour looks so amazing on so many coins. All right, everyone, I got to jump on out of here. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I'll be back tonight to see what happens to my call. Did we pump? Did we go sideways? Are we back at the same spot, or do we dump? So I have to put my head down and say, I'm sorry, everybody, we lost the trade. All right, we'll go from there. You'll find out what happens. And I show you my live trades right now of 389, 326, damn. Put up 16%. We'll see what happens. $2,000 in at 14x leverage. It's a 0.39 Bitcoin trade, almost a half a Bitcoin in there. All right. Bit of a bear flag right now, though. Look at that. That's pretty bear flaggy to me. Yikes. Says we go lower here in the interim. Possibly to 68.7. Not too bad. It's not going to, you know. But we did lose the 200 SMA on the 1 minute, and that's downside. Sitting on the 1 minute all day, just pickpocketing is amazing. Anyway, I love you. I appreciate you. I didn't show the screen. My bad. But here, I'll show you real fast. I was just looking that we lost this 200. We're in a little bit of a bear flag. It could come down. All right, everybody, I love you. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Have a great day. Be blessed. Remember, make today amazing. You have the power to do that. Go for it.